Hi students, welcome back. We are in chapter electricity of your 10th class and this is your lecture 3. So I completed introduction part in lecture 1 and current part in lecture 2. In this lecture 3, we are going to discuss about potential difference, means voltage. Okay, before learning that voltage, let us see one example. Consider there is a water tank and we have another water tank. Consider a pipe which is connecting two water tanks. Now can you say from which direction water flows? From which tank to which tank water flows? Here answer is water doesn't flow because there is no height difference. When both tanks are at the same height, there will be no flow of water. And consider this example. There is one water tank there and bottom we have another water tank. Now there is a connection between two water tanks. Now can you say from which direction to which direction that water flow? Yeah, correct answer is from top side to bottom because there is height difference. Here height is defined as potential. Now we are in chapter electricity. Whenever you see the word potential, try to refer it as strength. So potential is nothing but strength. Okay. Now this is cell. We know there will be two terminals for cell, positive terminal and negative terminal. And inside that cell, what gonna happen? Let us try to understand working of a cell. Consider this is inside of cell and inside there will be positive charges and negative charges. We know cell is a device which converts chemical energy to electrical energy. So chemical energy in the sense there will be positive charges and negative charges. Now you observe FC. FC stands for chemical force. Fe stands for electric force. Inside there will be two terminals. If all positive charges reach to one terminal, you can observe your right hand side. So right hand side, four positive charges came, so the terminal we need to consider it as positive terminal. And towards left hand side, four negative charges came, so that negative terminal is at your left hand side. Now you can observe inside that cell FC arrow mark is greater than Fe arrow mark. By this we can consider inside cell chemical force will be greater than electrical force, and because of that chemical force all positive charges will go to one place and all negative charges reach to another place. Now after total accumulation of positive and negative charges, now you can observe right hand side that entire terminal is filled with positive charges and left hand side terminal filled with negative charges. Now we need to consider positive charge accumulated side is positive terminal and left hand side is negative terminal. Now you can observe arrow marks. FC and Fe arrow marks are at equal lengths. By this we can consider chemical force will become equal to electrical force. When it will become equal? When total charges are accumulated. Then after FC and Fe becoming equal, then there will be no electric force and there will be no chemical force, and negative terminal is fully filled with negative charges, positive terminal is fully filled with positive charges. This what happens in cell. So when you are buying a new cell, this is the condition at which we are going to buy, and we will fit this cell in a circuit, I mean in your TV remote, watch, etc., such that electrons will be coming out and it will be moving outside the conductor. Now consider there is a cell and simple circuit. Now what will happen? Yes, now let us try to understand how electrons will be coming out. You see, this is cell and we know this is negative terminal, this is positive terminal. While coming to negative terminal, there will be lot of free electrons, electrons, negative charged particles at negative terminal. Now this cell will produce force. Cell produces force. Because of this force, electron which is at rest will be in motion. So one electron will come out from negative terminal. So don't get confused. Negative terminal from where we'll get electrons, and this free electron will push another electron which is there inside the conductor. Because of the force, this electron moves forward. Like that, all electrons will be in motion and all electrons will move from negative terminal to positive terminal inside the conductor. Like that, all electrons flow in a circuit from negative terminal to positive terminal. So negative terminal to positive terminal is the direction of flow of electrons, not direction of electricity, you must remember. After that, let us try to understand what is meant by potential difference. I told you, whenever you find a word potential, try to interlink with strength. So potential is equivalent to strength in electricity chapter. Potential difference is nothing but strength difference. So when the ends of a conducting wire are connected to the terminals of a battery, automatically an electric field is set up throughout the conductor. When electric field is set up, this field exerts a force on charges. Charges are nothing but electrons. Then automatically electron will be in motion, and Fe is electric force, be the force exerted by electric field on a free charge, that is Q. So the free charges accelerate in the direction of the electric field. It means the electric field does some work to move free charges in a specified direction. Here, battery is producing force, electrons are displacing. In 9th class, we have learned when force is used, body is displaced, then work is said to be done. So here, cell is producing force, electrons are in motion, electrons are displacing, automatically work is done. You see, because of presence of cell, total electrons inside the conductor will be in motion, reaches to bulb, hence bulb glows. This how battery and conductor works. So battery produces force. Conductor, there will be free electrons inside the conductor. All free electrons will be in motion, and we have learned flow of charges is nothing but current. So in a circuit, there will be voltage as well as current. Voltage is produced by battery. Current is produced due to free electrons. If there is voltage, there will be current. If there is no voltage, there will be no current. You must remember that. This is a schematic diagram of a conductor. You can observe there are two ends, A and B. Length of that conductor is L. Now, there is one free electron and force applied on that electron is Fe. Fe stands for electric force. Electric force. Now, can you find work done by the electric force? So, it is quite simple. In 9th class, if you remember the formula, work is equal to force into displacement, isn't it? W is equal to F into S. Here, work is equal to force. What force is acting on the electron? electric force is acting. So force Fe into displacement. How far that electron is moving? From A to B. What is the distance from A to B? It is L. So W is equal to Fe into L is the formula for work. So in simple form we can write W is equal to FEL. Potential difference. Let us see definition for the potential difference. Work done by the electric force on unit positive charge or unit negative charge to move it through a distance L from A to B is called potential difference between those points. So in a simple way, try to understand it. Electric potential is the work done. It is just work done per unit charge in bringing the charge from infinity to the point. So it is quite simple to understand. Consider a charge. Consider a charge which is at infinity. If you want to bring that point from infinity to the particular point, force should be applied, electron should move. That is nothing but work, potential difference. So electric potential difference between 2 points in an electric circuit is the work done to move a unit positive charge from one point to another. That is the definition. If they ask what is meant by potential difference, you can write any of these. Formula V is equal to W by Q. Here potential difference is nothing but voltage. Voltage is equal to W by Q. Let us try to understand what is that. V is equal to W by Q. V stands for voltage. W stands for work. Q stands for charge. So can you define voltage now? It is quite simple. Work done to bring charge. In simple words, what is meant by voltage? Work done to bring charge from one point to another point. V is equal to W by Q. So V is equal to, we have derived formula for W, that is force into displacement, FEL by Q. These are the formulas you must remember. And this potential difference is also called voltage. And the SI unit of potential difference is volt, and it is denoted by letter capital V. Why it is denoted with letter capital V? Because volt is named after Alessandro Volta, an Italian physicist. So if any SI unit is named after any scientist, that SI unit should be represented with capital letter. Example: current, ampere; force, Newton; charge, Coulomb, etc. We have a formula V is equal to W by Q. Let us try to write SI units. Voltage is represented with V and SI unit for voltage is volt. That is also represented with letter V. 1 volt is equal to 1 joule by 1 coulomb. So how to define that volt? They will ask you, define 1 volt. It is simple. 1 joule of work done while bringing 1 coulomb of charge from one place to another place. So 1 joule of work is done to bring 1 coulomb of charge. We have learnt what is 1 coulomb of charge. 1 volt is equal to 1 joule by 1 coulomb. Now, how can we measure potential difference? Voltmeter is used to measure potential difference. You can see pictures. Voltmeter, ammeter look same. Now, this is quite important concept in entire electricity. What is the direction of electric current in terms of potential difference? You see, as negative charges always move in a direction opposite to the electric field. Very important point. So direction of negative charges will be opposite to the direction of electric field. We consider that electrons move from low potential to high potential. So what is low potential? Negative terminal. What is high potential? positive terminal. Why? In ninth itself we have learned 1 proton is equal to 1837 times of electron. So potential of proton will be high. Strength of proton will be high when compared to electron. Here high potential refers to positive terminal, low potential refers to negative terminal. So by this what we can consider? We can consider electrons move from negative terminal to positive terminal, and you see we are considering that electrons move from low potential to high potential. Low to high in the sense negative to positive, but direction of current is from positive to negative. This is also known as conventional current. Here don't get confused. Direction of electrons in a circuit is from negative to positive. Direction of current in a circuit is positive to negative. Direction of current is opposite to the direction of flow of charge, or direction of flow of charge is opposite to the direction of current. In your examination point of view, the second point is so important, that is direction of current, that is from positive to negative. This we are going to learn in our next lectures. This is very simple circuit, and we know this is an open circuit. Simple circuit contains battery with a positive and negative terminal, wire, that is conducting wire, bulb and switch. Consider the switch is closed. The switch is closed. When switch is closed, automatically bulb glows, isn't it? Why bulb glow? It is quite simple. You see this battery, positive terminal is big line, negative terminal is small line. Why? Already we have learned positive terminal means high potential, negative terminal low potential. So high potential represented with big line, low potential is represented with small line. Next, what is the work of battery? Always battery produces voltage. Whenever you draw symbol, you represent V. V stands for voltage. And we have to represent current also in a circuit. What is the direction of current? Yes, it is from positive to negative. You need to draw an arrow mark like this and represent I. By this simple we can say, in a circuit, whenever you find battery, battery will produce voltage. Because of the voltage, current is produced inside the conductor, inside the circuit. By this we can simply conclude, whenever there is voltage, there will be current. When there is no voltage, there will be no current. And voltage is directly proportional to current. This we are going to learn in our next lecture about Ohm's law. So we consider electron flow from negative to positive. Current flow is from positive to negative. Let us try to see one numerical problem, that is example 12.2 in your textbook. You see the question? How much work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulomb across 2 points having a potential difference 12 volt? Now, how much work is done? We need to calculate work. Let us see solution for this. Given, what is given? Voltage 12 volt. Charge Q is equal to 2 coulomb. And we know formula V is equal to W by Q. Voltage is equal to work by charge. From this we have to derive work. Work is equal to Q is dividing that side. It will go that side. It will multiply V into Q. Try to substitute everything. V is 12 into Q is 2. 12 2's 24. And answer is Work is equal to 24 joules. Quite simple to solve. This is end of lecture 3. In next video, we are going to learn about electromotive force, that is nothing but EMF. Okay guys, if you like this video, just learn from this video and you can share this video to your friends. They too will learn, they too will gain knowledge. Keep sharing. Thank you guys, we'll see you in next video.